I love the text, "This is not a stick." I like to utilize this book with a tribe strategy, "This is not a scarf," which is basically a collaborative strategy where students utilize a red scarf and each student describes how they could use that scarf differently. This book encourages students to think creatively and think outside of the box and challenge our thinking. I really like the text Press Here. It's a great book to read at the beginning of the year when you really want to encourage attentive listening. Basically within this text, the book speaks to you and it asks you to follow specific instructions. And once you follow that instruction, there's a certain consequence as a result. Students get a real kick out of pressing a button within the book and seeing what the consequence of their action is. Another one of my favorite books is The Dot. The arts permeate my classroom, and I think that students within the classroom should all see themselves as artists. And when they leave this classroom, I want everybody to appreciate the arts and to be thinking like artists. So within this text, a simple dot becomes a work of art, and it just goes to demonstrate that anyone can be an artist. I like to teach various comprehension strategies within my program, and I find that the text, The Black Book of Colors, is an excellent text for teaching the strategy of visualization. This text is written about how a blind person sees color through all of their senses except for sight. So it really gets students visualizing. It gets them to utilize all their different senses when they're thinking about color. It gets them to utilize descriptive language when they're writing and when they're describing. It's also really great in terms of raising a social consciousness and a respect for differences that people have. Probably my favorite book of all time is The Giving Tree. I really want students to have an appreciation for their environment and a respect for their environment and everything it gives to us. I think there's no other book that does that message justice other than The Giving Tree.